Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading for December 15th to the 22nd. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And hey, we're going to jump right into it. This is the luckiest week of the month. You know, if you saw your monthly forecast, December is a little, there's some squeezes, there's retrogrades, there's slowdowns, squares, things like that. So this is a great week where Jupiter's actually doing wonderful things for us. Okay, so I love this week. I love this week. Now, here's the thing: if and you're Pisces, clearly you're Pisces. But if you are a cross watcher, right? If you watch for your moon or your rising, or for like your kid, your significant other, whoever it is, know that all the mutable signs, which includes you, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini, are going to feel this week the most. This is going to be a week where it has the most impact on mutable signs. All right, every sign's going to feel this, but y'all, this is going to be big for you. Okay, so Sunday we kick it off. Right? December 15th for the full moon in Gemini. I love this full moon. It's happening at 4 in the morning, by the way, like my time, Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time. So wherever you are in the world, just kind of like convert that. But just know this is a big full moon. And, any full moons, you're going to feel this like days before. Okay. Even possibly as you're starting to watch this video, because I dropped them a little bit early. All right. It is that type of full moon. Remember, full moons illuminate. They bring culmination, closure, completion to things in your life. You reach a significant turning point as well. Okay. This one, by the way, it's great. It's in Gemini. That's your fourth house, home matters. So there's something that you may have started back in May. June. Okay, June 2024, when we did have the new moon in Gemini that corresponds to this one. All right, so just keep that in mind. Whatever intentions you were setting, seeds you were planting, there could be some turning point around this time when it comes to home, parents, children, your significant other, your partner, real estate, all of that. Okay, this is the foundations of your life. There's something shifting here for you. All right, now Venus will be trining this full moon. How wonderful is that? How wonderful. Okay. And this full moon is conjuncting Jupiter. I mean, there's this wonderful conjunction with a planet of optimism, luck, and abundance. So really great. It's a Mercury ruled full moon, right? So you could get really nice news. Okay, you can get really nice news, good news here, blessings. There's good fortune, profit, nuggets of wisdom. Very likely here, really big. Okay. There also could be something around this time with the work and career as well. I'll talk about that in a second. Just know that Mercury is going direct. All right. So Mercury is going direct this day, no longer retrograde. That's good news in itself. And so remember, Mercury is in Sagittarius and will be in Sagittarius for the rest of the year. And that is your 10th house of career. All right. So you've got the sun there and Mercury there. Okay, so keep that in mind. You're going to have a lot more clarity if you felt like, what's been going on, right? Now, remember, the days that Mercury go direct, or, the bookends of Mercury retrograde, just remember they're a little wild, they're a little wacky. So just keep that in mind. I talked more about it in your December forecast. But did you reassess your goals, Pisces? Did you reassess your goals when it comes to career? Public recognition, fame, honors, achievements, because that's what you were meant to do while Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius that rules your 10th house. All right. Now, like your big picture, that's something that you may have been processing, thinking about. Remember all this Mercury energy right now as well, logic, thinking, intellect, right? But now you're going to have a lot more clarity. All right. You will have more clarity with Mercury going direct. This week is all about having realistic expectations. Okay. I want you to know that. Remember, I've talked about that with Mercury and Sagittarius. All right. Now, there's another reason why. It's because you see Neptune is very active. All right. So Neptune is actually going to square the moon. Neptune, you see on Wednesday, is going to square the sun. And so these are strong squares, and you're going to feel it all week. The Neptune squares. So Neptune is being a little bit naughty, right? And can bring a little bit of those lower expressions of confusion, illusion, delusion, escapism, all of that here. All right. So don't overthink things. Don't overanalyze things. Don't get lost in the sauce, right? If you discover, I don't know, Narnia, you're in Narnia and there's, a fountain of, bananas. with a talking caterpillar. It's time to get out. Okay. It's time to get out, Pisces, because that is what I'm saying. That's what Neptune is going to work hard this week to make you work hard to distinguish what's real and what's not. That's what Neptune does. Right. So and remember, Sun square Neptune, this is for the collective. Everyone's going to be going through this, right? La la land. So if you are, for instance, you've got Neptune in your sign, first of all. So when I say mutable signs are going to be most impacted by this week, the fact that we have the Sun and Mercury in Sagittarius, mutable sign. We got Neptune and Saturn, by the way, in your sign, mutable sign. We got Jupiter in Gemini, full muted Gemini, mutable signs, so all the mutable signs. But if you do have a friend that, tells you that they, honestly believe they genuinely believe they're Rihanna, fellow Pisces, right? Just smile. All right, just smile and nod, have another sip of your iced tea, order a double scotch, whatever you want, and just let it pass, because it's going to pass, right? Remember I said this is a week of realistic expectations. Things may be a little bit foggy with Neptune, but truth comes to light this week, with the full moon that illuminates, with Mercury going direct. So your friend they'll have their moment. They'll be like, oh, actually, oh yeah, what was I thinking? I'm not Rihanna. Unless you're friends with Rihanna. So Pisces, just know I'm just spending a little bit more time here with you because Neptune is in your sign. Okay. So just everything that I just said, trust your intuition the most, right? Wednesday, when the Sun squares Neptune, that's the strongest point of this square. It's exact. I mean, Neptune, as you know, last week went direct, has all his powers now. So when you have squares like this, hard aspects like this, okay, T square, remember, those lower expressions of Neptune can come out: illusion, delusion, confusion, escapism, lack of motivation, insecurities, things like that. So it's in your sign, Pisces. That's why I just want you to vibrate at those high frequencies. Use those higher expressions of Neptune that are compassion and empathy and kindness, things that Pisces are known for anyway, right? Imagination, creativity. Now, how do you vibrate at this high frequency this week? The arts, all right? Neptune rules the arts. Go see, some ballet. Go to Stomp. Is that still showing on Broadway? I don't know. I don't know these things. Go to a rock show, right? Go to something with music. Go to, opera or a gallery. Just be inspired, right? That's the thing. Don't do any of these things to distract yourself. Do them to feel inspired. That's vibrating at that high frequency, okay? Jane Austen, by the way, Paul McCartney, James Joyce, they all have had, Sun square Neptune in their charts. Stephen Forrest, if you know, astrologers, evolutionary astrologer, Stephen Forrest has Sun square Neptune. So you see how they use the higher expressions, all these people? Use it that way, all right? You're going to feel a lot better. And again, I'm harping on this because Neptune is in your sign, Pisces, but also because of everything else that's happening behind the scenes. Remember, Mars is officially retrograde, okay? That's going to be a thing. Mercury's in shadow. And then next week, we have Jupiter square Saturn, but you're already feeling it this week. Saturn, another planet that's in your sign, all right? So just keep that in mind. You're going to be fine. Vibrate at the high frequency that allows you to know that you're good, all right? Thursday, December 19th, Venus will trine Jupiter. Amazing. Best aspect of the month. Best day of the month. This is absolutely wonderful. This is, the two benefic planets, the two brightest planets in the sky getting together, do something really wonderful for you here. Okay. Really wonderful. Giving you the surge of energy through, toward what you desire, things that bring you pleasure. There's money here, there's creativity, there's, love and romance, all of that. Okay. But there is definitely going to be a focus here on home matters or domestic sector, family, children, love, things like that. All right. So be social. This is definitely a week to be social. Venus is just a social planet. Venus is in Aquarius. Remember that. All right. So very chatty, but there may be times where you also still may want to have like a little bit of alone time to unroot things, okay, with Venus and Pluto in Aquarius in your 12th house. But this definitely is a time where, with Neptune in the picture, just Neptune is being naughty, try not to like over dream, or, even with Venus trying Jupiter, overspend, or, over anything that's like being overindulgent. Now, Saturday, we end the week on December 21st. Hey, we're in Capricorn season. We're officially here. This is amazing for you, Pisces. First of all, happy winter. This is also the winter solstice. Happy summer in the southern hemisphere. Now, Capricorn season for the next 4 weeks for you, Pisces. Capricorn rules your 11th house, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Also, your social network, groups you belong to, your communities, social media as well. So, what does this mean? For the next 4 weeks, it's all about your goals and what you want for your future. All right. Building that structure. That's what that Capricorn energy is for. All right. What do you want to commit to? All right. You rolling up your sleeves, getting serious about building the solid foundation, the structure for 2025. Where do you want to be in 2025? All right. And beyond. I did your 2025 forecast. They're up. They're out. Check them out. I worked on all of them during my vacation. Please check them out. If you saw them, you know that I said 2025 doesn't even start until March. That's when things are whoosh. But for a lot of y'all, you're going to feel it in February in your birthday season. I told you about the new moon we were having in your sign. But everything else that's happening in February, ooh. All right. So, but for a lot of y'all, also January, the end of January, I talked about that. You know, when after we leave Capricorn season. So again, Capricorn season for you is all about like planning what you want, right? It doesn't mean that things won't happen. Yeah, things will happen. Just know there's just going to be slower energies with all those retrogrades. So anyway, let's get started. Pisces, you know I love y'all. Thanks so much for being here. Let's do it. December 15th to the 22nd for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh. All right, Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, listen, I do a traditional culture cross spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Pisces, hey, I'm home. I'm home from my long road trip, seeing my family. I'm catching up. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of catch up work to do. But also remember, I'm actually filming this while Mercury's retrograde. So if this camera shuts off, it's been doing a lot. We're gonna just we'll just keep going with it. I'm going to tell you also that I'm doing another. I think I told you, did I? That Mercury retrograde brain. I'm doing another spread for you after. All right, we're gonna focus on something for you, Pisces. It's going to be something that I want you to know. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, there you go. All right, okay. Yeah. Listen, just hang in there. Hang in there, okay? Remember, Saturn squares, Neptune squares, all in your sign. Hang in there, right? Keep doing you. Remain your authentic self, all right? Mars retrograde, that's a big thing. That's in your 6th house of everyday activities. Work matters as well. Hang in there. You're going to do fine, okay? Because it looks like, well, let's get started. You got 2 nights here, by the way. Knight of Cups, really great. Okay, moving into this week, feeling really good, seeking what's going to fulfill me emotionally. All right, really being imaginative, really being creative this time. Remember, Neptune is going to do that. Vibrate at that high frequency. Okay, all that creative energy. Right, that's amazing. Knight of Cups is Pisces. All right, you can see the fish on his armor, but you do also see the wings of imagination on his helmet and his shoes. I love it. I love it. So it seems like you're moving towards something, and it could be another person. He is a knight in shining armor, Mr. Romance here. So it could be another person. There could be something here with partnerships, relationships. I would think for y'all, it would be more over the weekend, and I'm going to tell you why again after, but this is great. Okay. Knight of Cups. Now, you got the Knight of Wands. On the heart of your spread. So that's why I say hang in there, because you also got the 8 of Wands, but in your challenge area, seems like some delays are happening. Some things may be going slower than you want. Maybe conversations you need to have, they just keep getting like, what? Push back, Zoom calls, whatever it is. This is just saying, don't let, just continue to stand your ground, and don't let anything take away your power or anything you've worked hard for. It doesn't seem like you will, but it just means you may feel a little bit of a squeeze. May feel a little bit tested, especially when it comes to career, by the way, because you've got wands here that do represent, like, you know, enterprise, professional, things like that, your ambitions and passions as well. But you've got these 2 Sagittarius cards in the heart of your spread. Remember what I said, Sagittarius rules your 10th house. So Career, if you're not here for career, whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for, what you've worked really hard for, your reputation, public recognition, honors, achievements, all of that, right? So this is just saying 9, hey, you're at 9. Just wait, 10 is coming, right? 10 is the end. Like, you're going to reap those rewards. Now, you got the Ace of Pentacles in your crown, 10 of Swords in the rear spread. Very interesting. The 10 of Swords, if you are a cross-watcher, has been coming up a lot. Now, Ace of Pentacles in your crown, that's great. That's wonderful. Have that new... Some of you have already started something new, all right? And you're just kind of like moving through it, and you're kind of navigating those waters. Ace of Pentacles in your crown, a lot of y'all are seeking something new for sure. This new path, something with finances, something with like a new job, new career, money. There could be something here. Remember, Pentacles are your physical reality as well. So there could be something new that you want unfolding in your life, and you're really manifesting that. So continue to do that. Okay. 10 of Swords. Let's do that too. This is the end, right? Aces, new beginnings, new opportunities. All right. New paths. 10, the end, right? The end of the suit. And so you see the sun coming out. And therefore, there's all this optimism to look forward to, and abundance and opportunities. Those dark clouds are clearing, but you've got to learn from something. There may be something this week that could be like really taking up too much headspace and making you feel like, right? Let's move past it now. But in order to move past it, remember, you're on a karmic journey. So learning from anything that was really hard for you or could have been challenging for you, explore it. And own it, and then there you go. You never have to go through that experience again because karmically you've learned, right? This is, his hand is the same hand gesture as Hierophant. So it's like blessings, like blessing in disguise. And, I'll clarify this one for you too. Yeah. You get your power back, okay? So move into this new thing that you want. It's really, the Emperor is mastery of self, by the way. All about your self-worth and your self-value, confidence, power, right? Really great. Knight of Swords in your future. Remember, I said, actually, this week for you could be like, there could be a lot going on. It could even be like very cerebral for you. Knight of Swords, this is someone who is bold, someone who is, he's going into the storm. You see that here, right? Nothing's going to stop him. All knights are action, right? Swords are it's the mental suit. So like I said, be very social, communicate. You never know, what door is going to open this week with the luckiest week, right? You never know what door is going to open. Any conversation that could spark something within you. Those are very possible, but your mind is definitely going to be, let me move forward. Let me move forward. I know what I want. I'm going for it. I feel empowered. I see my path. I love this. This is really great. Really wonderful. Okay, let's get to your staff. Wow, Pisces. What a week. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Okay. And I love y'all so much. I love Pisces. What was I going to say? Something else was coming through earlier. Oh yeah. Continue. I already told you, trust your intuition. But really hone in on listening to your inner voice, because I feel like you are going to be getting messages this week. Okay. Intuitive messages. Like when I talk about that clarity, oh yeah, I get it now. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. Very interesting. You have the Two of Pentacles, right? And then the Two of Wands. So there is a sense of just this is a week. Just let's move in this direction where everything's coming together now. Right. That Two of Pentacles, and it can be work related. It's on your mind, right? The Pentacles here can be work related. There could be something here that has to do with balancing things out. Maybe there's so much going on. You're just like, I don't have time for myself. I need to make time for myself. Okay, so that's coming up for me. The other thing is, something that kind of have to do with finances and money. Remember, this is the lot. You have a few more weeks. North Node in Aries, South Node in Pisces. Okay, so what does that mean? That's your second house and your eighth house, the two money houses. That's all changing. Remember, the North Node is moving into your sign in literally, 3 weeks from now? It's going to be there for a year and a half. So a lot of this is you on your karmic journey, learning about wealth and money and finding new ways to earn it if that's what you're seeking. And, just the value of that. Remember, second house is value as well. You have the Two Wands. There is someone that may be on your side that's planning things, part of your journey, seeing what's next. Remember, this is a time for planning, right? Building that structure and foundation for what you want moving forward. This is really great. Now you have the Seven of Swords. Another card, if you're a cross watcher, has come out a lot this week. All right, the Seven of Swords. This is saying that you just don't want that anymore. You don't want to. It's like you this week will have this profound moment where you know what you want. You've planned everything. You're really in touch with your intuition, and you're no longer going to, not be honest with yourself. You're gonna be honest with yourself about everything. The other thing is there may be some people within your orbit where they're maybe a little like mischievous and sneaky, and this is the lying, cheating, stealing card. It is also a card of like dishonesty, disloyalty. Hey, remember, Neptune may bring some of those things out, just and with everything else happening too. So just be yourself, be authentic, be remember realistic expectations too. But if you feel right intuitively that someone may be a little off, right, address it. All right, let's not push that to the side. If you push it to the side, it's still going to be there, right? Now lastly, you have the Four of Pentacles. So you can see here there's a lot of like Four of Pentacles. That's all about putting things in order, especially in a financial sense. But focus on you. Focus on you. What are your needs? You got that Nine of Wands here. It just feels like you may be in a position this week where you feel like you've worked really hard. You've worked really hard, and you're at that point where, oh my goodness, like can something great come through? Yes, again. But it's all about planning. It's all about standing your ground. It's all about building that structure for the things that you want and moving toward that. And it does seem like a lot of y'all have an idea of it too. But that Knight of Swords in your future is really great, okay? Because it is a Gemini card too, as well. Remember, you got Jupiter and Gemini, right, in your fourth house, that foundation. So I talked about building that structure and foundations. I'll even clarify that Four of Pentacles. And this does have to do with like your hopes, your wishes, your future dreams. Yeah, you're good. Because this and this, these are two Capricorn cards, right? It's actually Sun in Capricorn. The Sun's moving into Capricorn this weekend, right? So again, that's all about building this foundation for your hopes, your wishes, your future dreams. Capricorn rules your 11th house. Now, you're going to be good. You build that structure, stability. You really put that effort in it. Like, remember, it's all about goals, right? You're going to be good. You got the Three of Cups. Something to celebrate. Something that even with other people involved, it's this feel good card. Celebration, joy. There is something truly like coming to an end that you can celebrate. Something new, like a new harvest, right? In this card, like just really special. Okay, really wonderful. I love that. All right, so let's see what's going on for you, Pisces. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through. Listen, so remember I told you that the full moon in Gemini is happening really early in the morning, 4 a.m. Well, later in the day, around 2 p.m. my time, this the moon will move into Cancer, and it's going to be in Cancer until Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I love that for you. All right. The moon rules Cancer. So it feels really good there. That feel good, loved ones energy, that nurturing energy, a lot of home energy. Now, it rules your fifth house of love, true love, romance, children, creativity, self-expression, joy, pleasure. Use it. It's got to be very nice. Okay. The moon will then move into Leo Wednesday and Thursday. Wow. Remember, you got Mars retrograde in Leo there. So having the moon there, remember the moon illuminates. There's a lot of creative energy. I feel like you're going to spend some time here, and I encourage it on Wednesday and Thursday in terms of your everyday activities, in terms of work as well. Just kind of like, being creative in terms of like problem solving and taking things to the next level as well. All right. This is a really fun place. Fun. Okay. And then, oh, yeah. And then for you, wow, over the weekend, while we move into Capricorn season, the moon will be in Virgo all weekend long. And so I love that double earth energy, Virgo and Capricorn, like really grounding. Virgo does rule your seventh house. It's your opposite sign, you know that, right? So very interesting. You may have a lot of focus on partnerships and relationships, and it can be career, it can be love, it can be romance, but it's nice. It's very nice. Okay. But it's again, planning mode. Virgo is very like checking off to-do lists and your duties and responsibilities, right? So when it comes to partnerships and relationships, and it could be you doing it with someone else too, planning things. All right. So really, really wonderful. And we do have a last quarter moon that weekend as well. just remember we have a new moon coming up. So if there's anything you want to initiate, it's probably best to do it like around the new moon. That's kind of, and I'll do that in your next weekly reading rather than the weekend. I mean, you can plan, all right? You can plan, put things together, build that structure, all right? But the really big thing that you want is that new moon. That's when you really want to like set those intentions. So let's dig deep in this full moon. All right. So I just did the lunations for the week for you. And your navigator. Let's do this full moon. Let's see. I'm going to see a couple things. We're going to go a little bit deeper with this full moon in Gemini. Okay. Pisces. There's one. Oh, we'll take all of those. There's one that, hold on. That's it. Okay. So, what have we got here? What have we got here? Oh, you got the most cards. You got the most cards. All right. So, wow. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, okay. You got the 7 of Wands. All right. 7 of Cups as well. So, yeah, it does seem like there is some things that you desire. You really desire. Okay. But make sure that whatever you're fighting for, remember that 9 of Wands in the heart of your spread, whatever you really want, make sure that you know deep down in your bones it is what you want. With that 7 of Cups energy, remember that's some fog and fogginess. Neptune's bringing that fogginess, okay? So you've got to really feel it. You got to really trust your intuition, okay? During this full moon, right? During this full moon. And then you've got Temperance, which is absolutely amazing. All right. So it's having that patience and, Temperance is all about moderation and self-restraint and having that balance, right? Having that balance. Where did you remember? You have that 2 of Pentacles, one of the most like imbalanced cards here. And you may be feeling like, what is going on? Go within. Go within. You got Temperance. Okay. And that's really great because it's saying you're on a path. You're going to get everything you want. So don't stress about anything. You're in good hands. You're in good hands. You got the Page of Swords. Okay. Really great because you got the Knight of Cups twice. All right. So let me talk about this real quick. Page of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So again, there's something here around this full moon. Remember, it's a turning point. Okay. There's this big shift. But it seems like you may be sitting on some decision, ready to move forward in a new direction, new perspective, thinking of something. And remember, I talked about those messages. There may be some message coming through. Really great with that Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords in your future as well. Okay. So keep that in mind. Now, you also got the Knight of Cups twice. So when a card comes up twice in 2 different spreads, you really want to pay attention. Okay. Really great. Remember what I said. Knight of Cups is Pisces, right? Pisces energy. So I love that you got your card twice here. And that, again, just be very creative. I feel like that's going to open up a lot of things within you, all right, for this full moon, working with that creative energy. And then there may be something here that you're truly seeking something that's going to fulfill you emotionally. And you're going to do it in this way that's very gentle and very just like embracing it. Like it's almost like this joy and happiness and all of that you're absorbing. It's just going to be this state of being that you're going to recognize with this full moon. All right. Again, it's going to illuminate some things for you. And it can be some sort of partnership, relationship that is in the picture here. But you're fine. You're good. You're absolutely good. I love that. You got something to look forward to here. This is really great. Just definitely vibrate at the high frequency. Pisces, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. If you like this reading, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. I want to hear it. And I appreciate all that. Next week, we will talk about, we'll do the rest of the month. We have that new moon in Capricorn. That's one. It's a big one for you. It's in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams, right? Right before New Year's Eve. But we will talk about these squares because they're all pretty much happening. We have those Saturn squares. They're gonna feel that Saturn's in your sign right now, and we have a couple other things that have to do with career for you. So, anyway. We'll talk, and a lot of things here. A lot of things next week. All right, anyway, we'll talk next week. Thanks so much, Pisces. Oh, I love all this sunlight coming on my face. Thanks so much, Pisces. I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.